I am honored to be hosting the third annual Collision Industry Red Carpet Awards Breakfast this morning. Thank you. As I stand before our leaders and some true industry legends, and actually my longtime mentor there in the back, I see members of our industry coming together more and more to make a difference as we strive to not only, but most importantly, deliver safe and proper repairs for all consumers. We are stronger together, and we are making vast improvements, but I'm sure that most of us agree that a lot of work has yet to be done. We are here to celebrate today some of those achievements that have already been done and honor those businesses and individuals who are deserving of these most prestigious awards. I would like to kick this off with a prayer, so if everybody could please bow their heads, I would appreciate it. Our Heavenly Father, we come before you today with humble hearts and with gratefulness for all the wonders and blessings that you have showered upon us. We ask for your blessing on this ceremony, our awardees, and all who are gathered with us today. We pray that you fill each colleague with satisfaction at the great work that they are doing for the sake of our industry. Keep us all and those we love safe and strong. Grant us success in every good endeavor as we serve the collision industry. Be with us this hour and every hour, we pray. Amen. So let's get this thing started. Our first award presenters are with the Collision Industry Electronic Commerce Association. I would like to invite up Executive Director Ed Weidman and Past Chair Clint Marlowe.
Thank you. Thank you. For those that know me, I can tend to ramble a little bit, so they gave me notes and a script. Stick to the script. I want to first thank everyone for allowing us to give out the awards here. Aaron in particular, thanks for the opportunity. It's a good time for the industry to come together. As most of you know, the Collision Industry Electronic Commerce Association is CIECA. We're a nonprofit that develops and promotes electronic communication standards that helps us do business together, business to business. The membership consists of all members of the collision industry. That goes through repairers, OEs, parts and material suppliers, information and software providers, salvage recyclers, auto glass. If I left anyone out, please don't take offense to it. It's virtually everyone that operates in our industry. We need to pass data back and forth. The CIECA standards make it efficient to do that. Some of you also may know that CIECA is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and we are extremely honored to be here this morning to have four awards. I have one disclaimer to make. After the awards, you are going to see a lot of the folks representing CIECA leave. And it is truly, with no disrespect, we'd love to stay here for the whole award ceremony, but we have a board meeting at the Renaissance, and we need to figure out how to be in both places at the same time. That isn't going to work. So after we do this, we're going to head over there. I trust that everyone will have a great rest of the award ceremony. So our first award this morning is CIECA's Outstanding Dedication Award. It recognizes the person who contributes the most to the facilitation of electronic commerce within our industry. This year, we have chosen Kelly Lawler from carpart.com. Is Kelly here? Excellent. Excellent. Come on up while I give you the rest of the accolades and you can turn red. Kelly's been extremely dedicated to the organization and contributes through both the Education Committee and Marketing Committee. She attends nearly every meeting, always shares creative ideas, and continues to work to better the organization. She was especially helpful during the planning of the recent CIECA conference. Her initiative is greatly appreciated by CIECA, And I just want to thank you, Kelly, for your contributions.
Thank you.
Well deserved. All right, so our next award is for outstanding contribution. This award recognizes the person who contributes the most through personal or corporate efforts to achieve CIECA's mission, objective, and goals. I'm thrilled to acknowledge this year's winner, Roy Snepper from ASA. Roy, where are you? Excellent. Roy recognized the need for a CIECA nomination committee to help the organization navigate through its search for a new executive director. Recognizing that need, he may have a different opinion on this, but we think he volunteered to be the committee chair. That's the way it happened, right? Yeah. Yes. Roy's thoughtful leadership style, desire to collaborate, and his experience with the recent executive director search within ASA made him just the best choice possible for us. Many thanks to Roy and his efforts. CIECA is a better organization because of you. All right. Our next award goes to Outstanding Leadership. This award recognizes the person within the organization who excels at taking a proactive approach to furthers the success of CIECA. This is a little bit personal for me. So to me, leadership is best tested during some difficult times. My father always used to say that, if it were easy, anyone could do it. Difficult times are when we learn an individual leader's core beliefs. They help us learn if that person is selfless, if they put the organization in front of their own individual needs and opinions. It helps us understand if they're transparent with others, if they seek out and value diverse opinions. And from my personal perspective and that of CIECA, there's no better choice for this year's Outstanding Leadership Award than Steve Bentley from Insurance Auto Auctions. Steve has worked tirelessly to keep CIECA relevant and prepared for changes in the collision industry that we hear about every day. He's a respectful listener who applies what he's hearing from different stakeholders to frame out practical solutions. And it's just a great pleasure this year, Steve, to give you that award. Thank you. Well deserved. Yes. Thank you. Congrats, Steve. All right, our final award this year is Company of the Year. This award recognizes the company that contributes the most through its employees, its resources, and dedication to help CIECA achieve its mission, objective, and goals. When it comes to contributing to CIECA's success, carpart.com is fully committed at every level. Jeff, you want to start making your way up here as I throw a few accolades to embarrass you in Carpart. The company's CEO, Jeff Schroeder, contributes his time and expertise as a member of CIECA's executive board. Many other members of the company participate in no less than 16 different committees. Many of those committees meet each week. Carpart.com understands how important it is to be innovative and create new products that streamline the process for companies and customers. We're grateful for their willingness to extend this philosophy to the industry through CIECA and its efforts. CIECA exists because of the countless volunteers the hours that volunteers provide to our efforts every week. Adding up the numbers, your folks this year, Jeff, including yourself, have contributed more than 1,000 hours of their time creating, improving, and testing the standards that we all use in our day-to-day business. We're tremendously grateful to carpart.com. Jeff, thanks so much for your efforts and your time. Really appreciate it. Short, relatively painless, and the only thing we got to figure out is if we have to fast forward through the stuff that I didn't show you on the big screen.
I'll take care of it. Thank you so much. Let's give them another round of applause, guys. All right, so next up, BodyShop Business. I'd like to invite up the award presenters, publisher Sean Donahue and editor Jason Stahl.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Sean Donahue. For those of you that don't know, I'm the publisher of BodyShop Business magazine. And for 35 years, BodyShop Business has honored a collision repair with the Executive of the Year award. Since 2014, we've been honoring 2 repairs in 2 different categories, single shop and multi-shop. The winners of this prestigious award are true collision repair visionaries who have experienced great success through innovative thinking, overcoming challenges, and persevering. Our single shop winner has been working in the collision repair industry for 31 years. He has held almost every position imaginable in the business, but notable achievements include increasing gross yearly sales from $93,000 to $1.1 million as Director of Fixed Operations of McGrath Collision, taking the collision department at Zimmerman, Ford, BMW, Mitsubishi, Hyundai to 10% absorption as Director of Fixed Operations and increasing business by 38%. In 3 years as general manager of his current company, Collision Repair Center. On an interesting side note, he took a small hiatus from the collision industry from 2005 to 2014 as owner of Cranky Hank's Pizza to be independent and spend more time with his family. But his passion for the auto body business eventually drew him back. He has also made efforts to improve the collision industry outside of the 4 walls of his shop. For example, serving as president of the Eastern Iowa Body Shop Association from 1999 to 2003. And in 2017, he was nominated for Verifax Manager of the Year, and his shop was nominated for Verifax Shop of the Year as well. As far as a professional, he is an accredited automotive manager, an iCar Platinum. He also has numerous OEM awards and accreditations to help him achieve iCar Gold and VQ Medallion status. Last but not least, he has given his time to the iCar Symposium to offer feedback on how to streamline the iCar Gold class process. Giving back to the community is also one of his core beliefs. He is the founder of Lunch with a Cop, an initiative that places policemen in school cafeterias to mingle with students. And also during the holiday season, he organizes a turkey donation that benefits up to 25 needy families in his area. Please help me welcome to the stage Keith Hazen as BodyShop Business's 2019 Single Shop Executive of the Year. Oh. Our multi-shop winner's collision repair career has spanned 40 years. He opened his shop in 1979 with no money, no credit, and no equipment. He had never worked for any other shop and was the only employee. He did all the estimating, painting, frame and body repairs in a 4-car garage. In 1982, he purchased a larger building, added staff to help with repairs, and purchased his first frame machine. Between 1983 and 1984, he had a computer company build him a program to write estimates and a management system to track production. He expanded the offices and added a second-floor conference room. And in 1987, he added more room, raised ceilings, and installed the first paint booth with baking capability. In 1990, he purchased 3 acres of land of the fastest growing area in central Pennsylvania, and in 92 broke ground on a new 15,000 square foot facility. In 1998, he started coaching shop owners and managers and found himself on the phone with shops all over the world. Today, he continues to coach shops all over the industry under global business consultants and coaching, and helps shops with marketing, advertising, social media, system procedures, legal documentation, training. He has won many awards over the years, most recently the Small Business Person of the Year in 2016, and the Excellence of Small Business, also in 16. He has also won Hometown Favorite Body Shop 7 times, and also Hometown Favorites Hall of Fame. His mechanical facility has won Hometown Favorite Auto Repair Center 2 times, and the industry associations he's been involved with are numerous: ASA, CIECA, SCRS, the Pennsylvania Collision Trade Guild, the Coalition for Collision Repair Excellence, and the Automotive Management Institute. His community involvement runs very deep. Every year he donates 20 to 30 gift baskets to a variety of events, organizes fundraisers to help different causes, and one of the most successful fundraisers he put together was for a local family whose son almost drowned. The family was left with a huge medical bill, and he organized a car wash fundraiser that raised over $5,000 this past year. This past year, he teamed up with local law enforcement and provided the kids of 4 needy families with Christmas presents. Folks, please help me welcome to the stage Ron Peretta, owner of Professionals Auto Body of Pennsylvania, as BodyShop Business 2019 Executive of the Year. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Shake your hand.
Please.
Thank you. BodyShop Business is a most generous sponsor of this event, so let's give them another round of applause as a big thank you. All right, next up, Collision Industry Foundation. I would like to welcome up award presenter, President Michael Quinn.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great SEMA. Make sure you drink water. Welcome to the desert. I live in Tucson, Arizona, so please drink water and make sure you're hydrating yourselves, okay? We had one guest went down last night, okay? All right, with me is Bill Shaw. Bill Shaw is the immediate past president. We want to tell you a little about CIF. And Bill, it's okay to come closer. It's all right. I don't bite. So I want to thank SCRS for the opportunity for CIF to participate in today's events and activities, and congratulate all those that are receiving awards or will receive awards today. Since 2001, the Collision Industry Foundation has been dedicated to raising, managing, and donating funds, equipment, tools, and other resources to collision repair professionals in need after natural or other catastrophic events. To support the continuation of our important work, we're holding our 10th annual fundraising gala in Palm Springs, immediately following the CIC meeting in January. We've moved one block to a larger space. Many of you gave us feedback that that space was too small, so we went out and found bigger space, and we're excited about that. So it's our 10th annual. Bill helped usher that in, and that's why he's here to support me with that. So January 16th, make a note on your calendars. We'll have save the date cards going out and all that stuff. As you may know, so that's the save the date right there. We'll make sure and get that out to everyone. But our most recent undertaking is a campaign of caring for the Anchondo family in El Paso, Texas. They were the victims of the mass shootings. A body shop owner, small shop owner in El Paso, lost his son and daughter-in-law and orphaned 3 children. The CIF has agreed to donate $5,000 to the family in a matching grant. We've thrown out a challenge to the industry. By the way, all donations are tax deductible to CIF. So we have a matching grant offer that we have on the table to match up to $10,000 to the family. Our goal is to get them those funds before Christmas for the children. So we'd greatly appreciate your efforts there. Over the past 19 years, many individuals have generously given of their time and talents to support CIF. Without these individuals, we'd not be able to fulfill our mission and help the hundreds of individuals we've been able to assist over the years. To recognize outstanding commitment to the foundation and the industry at large, CIF has created the first ever Distinguished Service Award, an award that is intended to highlight an individual's exceptional efforts in support of our causes. One individual in particular, I wonder who that may be, has demonstrated a selfless commitment to our cause, spending countless hours, or perhaps thousands of hours over the past 12 years. This person has received countless assistance requests and talked to dozens of those impacted by flooding, by fires, or by hurricane, including Irma, Harvey, Katrina. He coordinated efforts to support hundreds of individuals across the country. One of his goals was to establish a sustainable fund with enough money in reserve to help those in need when disaster strikes. In order to increase the fundraising opportunities for more of our industry friends, he creatively moved the annual CIF fundraiser to Palm Springs, where it is today. So with that said, he led the trustees in leaving something behind, and it was not uncommon for people to see us donating our time at food banks and stuff around the country alongside CF. With that said, I'm very proud to present this first ever CIF Distinguished Service Award to my predecessor and friend, Bill Shaw. Thank you. Bill, congratulations.
Bill, it's nice to see they used your high school yearbook picture for this. Haven't aged a bit. All right, so next up, Collision Repair Education Foundation. I would like to bring up award presenter Clark Pluchinski, please.
Clark's got a little younger. For those of you that know Clark, when he heard about the fact that he only had 10 minutes to speak at this presentation, he had a panic attack. So I'm going to be taking over for Clark. But first of all, I'd like to say thank you to SCRS, Aaron, and your group for allowing us to present this award. How many in the room believe that within the collision industry, the number one, if not number one or number two issue, is the need for entry-level technicians and the aging workforce is a dire situation within this industry, by a show of hands? Okay, mostly everybody. The Collision Repair Education Foundation, for those of you that don't know, we are the collision industry's national 501c3 charity that supports all high school and college collision school programs, students, and instructors around the country. So since 1991, we've been working very closely together with ICAR and our industry partners around the country to help support the future of this industry. If you were attending the reception that we had last night, you got to hear stories about there's some instructors, one in particular in California that has 150 students in their program, and he has a program budget of $1,000 for the entire year. So any support that we can provide to these schools and students across the country to help them as they're coming up into the industry is greatly needed. And as a testament to your incredible generosity, since 2009, the foundation has raised over $140 million for the schools around the country. So that is a true testament to your help to help these schools. So we are a large full-time staff of 6 staff members, so we can't do the work that we are trying to do to help out the schools alone. So we work together closely with industry partners and volunteers, and this morning we are recognizing 3 industry volunteers that have kind of gone above and beyond and getting involved with their local schools, their local markets to help out those programs. Again, this was mentioned last night, but we kind of see this as a national problem with a local solution, where you getting involved with the local schools through the foundation, through work that you might already be doing, goes a long way in helping out these programs and showcasing to parents, school administrators, that there's a viable career path within the collision industry. So in the effort of time, so I don't pull a Clark, I'd like to ask all 3 award winners to come up on stage for us to present the awards to you. So Jerry Poirier from Farmers Insurance, Lisa Ferguson from Caliber Collision, and Kyle Medeiros from Enterprise Holdings. Please, if you would join me up on stage. So first off, Kyle Medeiros from Integral Powered by Enterprise. He is the account supervisor. In this role, Kyle works alongside and supports the Nissan Certified Collision Program. Kyle began his career with Enterprise in 2015 in Lexington, Kentucky, and then relocated to Nashville, Tennessee in 2016. After managing a handful of daily rental locations over his first 2 years, Kyle was promoted to his current role in 2017. Currently, Kyle serves as the chairman of the Nashville ICAR Committee and the CIC Talent Pool Committee. As chairman, he leads the committee's support of ICAR initiatives for growth and awareness within the marketplace. Through funds raised in the support of the Collision Repair Education Foundation, Medeiros and the Nashville ICAR Committee awarded a local Nashville technical student with a tuition grant to erase their entire student debt at the Nashville CIC Committee. If you guys were at that event, through his committee, we were able to erase that student's collision debt, so that was incredible. I first began kind of working together with Kyle last year, I believe it was, when we knew we were going to Nashville for the CIC meetings. The Nashville Committee for a good number of years has held a local golf fundraiser, and how that works with ICAR committees, if you're not familiar, there's roughly, I believe, over 200 ICAR committees around the country, and when they hold fundraiser events, the money that they raise comes to CREF, but the money stays local. So when Nashville and or other committees, when they raise funds, it basically sits in their own account, so it's then distributed out as scholarships and school grants. So at that time, and I know Jeff Peavy, this has come up in past presentations, the Nashville Committee wasn't very familiar what CIC was. So in talking about the fact that the industry was converging on that town, they decided in order to get a more engaging event as opposed to an 8-hour-long golf fundraiser, they actually worked together with the local Topgolf facility, and they were able to raise, I believe, Kyle, it was just a little over $25,000 at that event through both local support and national support. So we've actually taken, through the work that that committee's done, we've now taken that and used that as a model with other committees to try to make those Topgolf events great successful events in the local committees. So please welcome me in saying thank you and congratulations to Kyle. And Kyle would like to say a few short words as well.
Yeah, just quickly want to say thank you to CREF, so Clark, Kristen, Melissa, Brandon, and Jeannie, I know you're out there. So it's been awesome to get to know you guys for the past couple years, and I hope that continues for the foreseeable future because it's been a lot of fun. I also would not be up here if it wasn't for my fellow Nashville ICAR committee. So I share this with them, and Tom, you too. So you've been a champion of ours, and we're happy to work with you. So to my enterprise people, promise I wouldn't do this. My boss is going to kill me. But no, I appreciate you guys' support in what I do, not only in my daily role, but what I do outside of work. And really special that 4 years ago, like I said, I've only been with Enterprise since 2015, so 4 years. But the gentleman who hired me, we've gone our separate ways. You're now in Southern California, and I'm in Nashville, but we started in Kentucky. He's actually here today, so it means a lot to me to have you here. So let me see who else. Oh, Jerry, you're up here. How fitting. Jerry and I joke back and forth because we believe our two committees in the industry are, well, ICAR committees are in.
I beat you.
Well, we go back and forth about who's better, but
Who's second?
right. So really, when I took over as chairman in 2018 when they voted me in, I really looked at what you had done, and I used it as inspiration to get us to where we want to be. So I look forward. No, appreciate that from you. So with that, thank you, and thanks to SCRS, AMI, and BodyShop Business for putting this all together. Thanks.
Thank you, Kyle. Next up, Lisa Ferguson started her first job sanding cars at 13 years old. 2002, she started off with Kina'ole Auto Body, which was then acquired by Abra in 2015, and then in 2019 merged with Caliber, which now she's the operations manager for the Northeast U.S. Her brother and her son are also ATEX for Caliber Collision, a member of the Caliber's Field Advisory Board, which is only one of 3 women. 2004, she started with ICAR, holding various roles over the years as both the Philly Committee Chair and currently the Pennsylvania State Chairman. She was also the recipient of the 2016 ICAR Founders Award for the Northeastern United States. She's also a WIN member, sits on the Membership, Conference Planning, and Scholarship Committees. She sits on numerous advisory boards within the schools, which is so very important to showcase to the administration that there's businesses interested in the actual schools and the students. And she mentors young people coming up through the ranks. And then she also helped make sure that the Top Tech competition that was held earlier this year was made possible working together with Kristen and a number of other industry partners. Lisa's been actively involved with the committees for obviously quite some time, a number of industry accolades, and I know that there's always, there's never an opportunity for her to volunteer and help out the local schools in making a difference and a true example for the rest of the committee members around the country to make that possible. So please join me in welcoming or in congratulating Lisa Ferguson. Last but not least, Jerry Poirier with Farmers Insurance is the National Strategy Manager and Technical Advisor for Farmers Insurance, responsible for industry relations and ensuring technical proficiency within auto property damage ranks. He works closely with the Direct Repair Program facilities and award-winning University of Farmers. Jerry is an active member within the Collision Repair Education Foundation, current board member of both NEBC and ICAR, and has held regional and national positions with AIG and Hanover Insurance Companies. Jerry and I go way back, and I know as he might possibly have a few words for us, he's going to give all the credit to his committee, which is an incredible committee, but as they always try to remind him, and I do as well, that starts with incredible leadership, so much so that they have struggled to find someone that will take his spot as he's been trying to remove himself from the chairman position because they love him so much. The Atlanta ICAR Committee has raised nearly $600,000 themselves, I believe since 2009. And another note of distinction, for the past 2 years, they have raised nearly $100,000 each year, which makes their committee the 3rd largest contributor to the foundation overall. So if you think of every multi-million, billion-dollar organization within this industry, the Atlanta ICAR Committee is 3rd on that list of contributors to the foundation. So please join me in congratulating Jerry Poirier.
Hey, come here for a minute.
Don't make fun of the award size.
Okay, I won't do that. Well, first off, thank you, everybody, for this honor. It's truly an honor. But I can't thank farmers enough and my teammates for giving me the opportunity to do this, right? And my Atlanta committee, right? So without them and the fine collision people in Atlanta supporting this committee, it never would happen. And last but not least, I want to say, bless your heart.
Oh, bless your heart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Pretty inspiring, right? I don't know how much my heart can take over the last few days, so. Next up, we have ICAR. We'd like to bring up award presenter, CEO and President John Van Alstine. Please, thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Well, good morning, everybody. I felt like running up on the stage for that last award. You just saw three of the best from our committee cores out there. So my congrats to Kyle, Lisa, and Jerry. So in my position at ICAR, I often have the honor of presenting awards at ceremonies like these, and I always look forward to it. Part of the reason is that I know what a special experience it is for the award recipients, but also for those that are joining in the audience. And many times, I've announced the Russ, Verona, and Jeff Silver award recipients. I've observed that they share many traits, yet there is always something unique about each one of them. An extra quality, besides their passion for our industry, a drive to meet and even exceed goals, and a selfless generosity in sharing their time and talents. I'd call it an individual resourcefulness that is distinct to each person. Both of these individuals that will be recognized today share that formula for success, and their accomplishments, I think, speak to this. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our award recipients who have made significant contributions to promoting technical education and professionalism in the collision repair industry. The first award that I'll be presenting today is the Russ Verona Memorial Award. This award recognizes a business that demonstrates a strong dedication to training and reinforces the positive image of the collision repair industry. Russ Verona was a true pioneer in the collision industry. He owned and operated the very first ICAR Gold Class designated business. Russ was a mentor, a friend, and a role model, and this award honors his memory and his many contributions to the industry. To even be considered for this award, a business needs to meet two important criteria. First, it must have achieved and maintained ICAR Gold Class designation for at least 5 consecutive years. And second, the business owners and staff must actively promote Gold Class and the importance of training to the collision repair industry. The business that earned the Russ Verona Award this year far exceeds these criteria and has done so for nearly more than the 25 years they've been operating. It's part of a family-run business whose many notable traditions, including a strong commitment to training, are now being carried on by the family's second and third generations. This business was selected for the award based on its extensive industry involvement, dedication to training, and promotion of career opportunities at area schools. In addition, the business's flagship facility has been Gold Class since 1998, longer than any other shop in the state. Its owners energetically promotes the value of Gold Class to customers, insurers, and other local industry members. The local ICAR committee he chairs is so successful at raising funds for the Collision Repair Education Foundation that other state committees seek his advice. I'm not sure about the 3 that were just up here, but that's great. He also volunteers his time as an advisory board member for 2 campuses of the State Technical College and donates supplies to their collision repair programs. He is such a proponent of technical education that he steered his son to enroll in a school program as a prelude to on-the-job training at the family business. There can't be much more open time on his schedule, but where there is, he manages to participate in other local business organizations. And finally, the owner of this business was a Jeff Silver Award recipient in 2016. So please recognize the 2019 Russ Verona Memorial Award recipient, Dalton Collision in Blaine, Tennessee, and its owner, Jerry Dalton. So Jerry, please join me again on the stage. So the second award I'll be presenting is the Jeff Silver Award, named in honor of our close friend who's made his mark in the industry for many years. Many of you will remember Jeff when he served in my role as CEO of ICAR. He's considered the pioneer of the ICAR Gold Class and Platinum recognition programs. ICAR established this award to maintain Jeff's amazing legacy, a true and deep passion for training and professional growth, by honoring one individual each year with an award in his name. Our Jeff Silver Award recipient has a long career in the industry, and multiple generations of his family have been involved in the business. From humble beginnings in the 1950s as a gas station with a couple of service bays, this business has grown into 5 dealership operations. Our award recipient has been platinum recognized since 2002, and one of his shops has been gold class since 1991. This individual proudly showcases his trained workforce, and ICAR certificates are on display in the customer waiting areas. Besides continually investing in his employees' training, he looks upon them as extended family, celebrating with them at their weddings and attending ball games, as I understand. That's why many of his employees have been there for 25 years or more. In frequent demand as a speaker, our award recipient recently addressed the Georgia Association for Career and Technical Education. To support the training of future technicians, he provides job shadowing experiences and supplies collision repair programs at local high schools and colleges with sheet metal and spare parts for hands-on learning. Our award winner also has been very active in ASC, serving on its board since 2008 in various offices, including as a past chairman. Local business organizations and community services often reach out to him knowing they can count on his support. So I'm pleased to announce the well-deserved recipient of the 2019 Jeff Silver Award, Ted Hayes of Hayes Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, next up is the National Auto Body Council. I would like to invite up the committee members, Kevin Cregan, Marie Peavy, and Debbie Teeter.
Good morning. My name is Kevin Cregan of the group that was introduced. I work for a company called St. Gobain Abrasives, the National Accounts Manager. But here today I'm representing the National Auto Body Council, of which I've been a member of the board for just about a year today. So I couldn't be happier to be here and introduce to you the Body Shop Image and the Award of Distinction this morning. So let's start with the Body Shop Image Award. The Body Shop Image Award recognizes the body shop with the most significant improvements made in a shop's exterior and interior. The result of this effort has improved the community and promoted the professionalism of our industry. The Award of Distinction recognizes individuals that exemplify bravery, philanthropy, charity, and selfless acts of kindness. It transcends the rigors of daily business to uncover those helping the world around them without a thought of recognition for themselves. So with that, I'd like to turn things over to Debbie Teeter. She's going to introduce the Body Shop Image Award winner for 2019. Debbie?
Not for short people. Hi, I'm Debbie Teeter. I'm a National Account Manager and Marketing Director for Garmat USA. I am also a board member for the National Auto Body Council for 2 years. It has been a wonderful experience to be on this board as I get to work with these many admired professionals in this business, and the stories that I hear in the program recipients that I witness, it just you can't say enough about what it does. So I appreciate you letting me be up here today. And as we're talking about image awards, it's kind of a funny thing. It's kind of a dichotomy. It's weird because they don't do this for them to get an award. They do this to make it better for the community. As their customers come in, they've been through something that's tragic, that shook their life, and so they trying to provide a place that is comfortable for them to go into, it's comfortable for the community, and it's inviting. And that helps project our image as being admired professionals, and that's what we stand behind as National Auto Body Council. The winner of this award this year has 6 locations in New Jersey. They went and renovated the current location that we'll be showing on the screen to make it very warm and inviting. As one of the jurors on the card said, it looks like a spa. I want to go there. There's some artifacts within the organization, such as a fish tank, that the community comes in and sees, whether they've been in a car accident or not, whether they need help with collision repair or not. So it's a very warm, inviting place, and this is what they wanted to do for their customers. In addition, they not only made this inviting, as well as the ideals that they hold for their customers with community engagements of bringing in their employees to help with many of the charities that they help, including the Hopes and Heroes for Children with Cancer Society. So this year's winner of the Image Award, the National Auto Body Council Image Award, is Paul Branning of Branning Collision. For our next award, I would like to invite up Marie Peavy. So Marie, they say dynamite comes in small packages, and that's Marie Peavy. She may be small, but she is a force to be reckoned with. And she is quite a mover and shaker in this industry. So Marie Peavy.
So this morning I'm honored to present the Award of Distinction. The recipient of this award is very passionate in her community and also in our industry. She has served on the Women's Industry Network Board. She currently serves in the Collision Advisory Council. She is a member of the American Women's Business Association, National Association of Professional Women, and National Auto Body Council. She's also a big supporter of the NABC free program, Recycle Rights, It Can Wait, and of course, Collision Repair Education Foundation. She has received many awards. Some of them are Enterprise Excellence Award, Executive of the Year Award, and Showmanship of Excellence Award. Please help me welcome April Lodge from Falker Condition Centers of Lancaster.
Marie wanted me to say a couple of things, and the NABC programs are amazing. I believe that we have saved a lot of lives and changed a lot of lives. So thank you to my entire team back in PA.
Okay, next up is another very generous sponsor of this event, SCRS.
Once again, thanks for being here this morning. Congratulations to those that have received awards. Hope you're enjoying SEMA. This is a great week, and as my personal vow, let's make this room bigger. This industry has a lot of people that need to be recognized, and I think we need to make this room bigger, pack this room, continue to make it grow year after year. With every good agenda, there's always a change. So we're going to throw a curveball in here. Lou Delisio, if you would please come forward on behalf of SCRS. We're going to throw in an award to recognize the Collision Industry Individual Service Award. Thank you, Lou.
Good morning, everyone. It's my honor and pleasure today to introduce the Collision Industry Individual Service Award to a very fitting individual. And unfortunately, you know, as people read through these awards, it takes a couple of minutes for it to sink into who it is. But in this case, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do this without you knowing pretty quickly who it is. So I'm just going to start out. This individual's built a national reputation as an expert on the intersection of insurance and automotive law. Some of the most influential articles that have been written in BodyShop Business, such as Keep This Job and Every Claim Is Not the Same, remain referenced and relevant more than a decade and a half later. He regularly assists clients with the design and implementation of compliance programs, providing strategic advice to the practical impact of the existing and proposed regulations and legislation. His support extends to small businesses, trade associations, and Fortune 50 companies alike. As a legislative consultant and subject matter expert, he's helped clients develop lobbying strategies, drafted proposed bills and amendments, has testified before numerous state legislatures and the National Conference of Insurance Legislators. He's helped collision repairers tackle some of the most challenging issues facing the industry, from steering to labor rates, to how more modern issues such as data ownership and privacy. He's frequently asked to speak at industry functions throughout the country on emerging coverages and claims issues. I can go on here, but I would ask each of you to please welcome and honor Mr. Patrick McGuire as the...
One 1,000% surprise. I had no idea this was coming. So
You're a tough guy to get here. just so that everybody
I was
knows.
almost late. But no, I absolutely, I adore this industry. You know, you guys are great. All the awards you give, all the things you do. I've been just so motivated by seeing what this industry has, you know, done over the last 20 years, trying, you know, to kind of fight against bigger, you know, more well-heeled opponents, to do right and to get those cars fixed correctly. So apologize, I'm at a complete loss for words, Aaron. I will get you. But many thanks, and keep it up. I think we've got some good things coming. It's a really good time in the industry. A lot of things are coming together. So keep your ears on. I think we'll have some things to talk about, and I look forward to helping you in the future as well. So don't do this again, though. Thank you.
I just realized, in speaking in front of everybody, there's nothing to hide from behind up here. We got a clear pedestal. I mean, where's the days of the wooden pedestals? So, the March Taylor Memorial Award, the Kina'ole Award. What an honor. What an honor to be able to present this award in front of you today. We're lucky enough to have two of our past recipients here in the room today, Mr. Gary Wano, Petra Schroeder in the back. Very, very honored to be able to give this award today. On August 26, 2007, the collision industry said goodbye to their dear friend. While many of you in this room were lucky enough to really get to know March and feel the direct impact that he could make on any one individual and ultimately the collision industry, I can't say that I was one of those individuals. However, not being a close friend and not being in the room all the time with March, I could always feel his impact, and I could always see his passion at the microphone. At CIC, at SCRS meetings, or just walking the halls, SEMA, any event, you could always see March's passion. You instantly knew if March spoke up, he was going to make his point. And every intention that he had when he made his point was for the better of this collision repair industry. March left behind one of the most well-respected collision repair businesses in the United States. People traveled the world to see it, but that wasn't his legacy. No, the legacy that March left behind, and he touched everyone around these tables, and especially the tables at SCRS, was his spirit. March was Kina'ole. Kina'ole means doing the right thing in the right way, at the right time, in the right place, to the right person, for the right reason, with the right feeling, the first time. That was March. This motto is echoed every day and is what we all strive for in honor of March. This phrase, this spirit, this is what March left behind and what this award is about. This award is about recognizing the spirit in others who don't have to try to do the right things, because the right thing is done instantaneously for the right reasons. And we do it every single day in March's spirit. On a personal note, Jennifer touched on it a little bit before. Her mentor's in the room. I'm 43 years old. I can't tell you how many of my mentors are in this room. I was lucky enough to have a father and uncle that were involved in the business, and I can tell you that I come to meetings. I probably come when I was 7, 8 years old was the first time I came. I bring that to your attention once again. We need to recognize this industry. There's a lot of really good people, a lot of really good mentors, a lot of people that do the right thing every single day. And it doesn't have, I'm not every person gets a trophy person. I don't believe in that. But thank those individuals. You know, tell them you appreciate them. Walk in the halls at SEMA. There's a lot of good going on here. There's a lot of great things in this industry. Thank them for what they do. Pat them on the back. Everybody can always use a lift up. And I challenge us as an industry to do that, and I guarantee it'll be a better place. With that said, on May 28th, 2019, our industry lost another great friend, Mr. John Norris. John spoke softly, but very eloquently, and everyone listened. Everyone respected his ideas and what he had to say because of the spirit behind which the suggestions came from. But as gentle and as eloquent as our friend was, he was a soldier for this industry, for consumers, and for what was right. John wasn't the guy that was going to stand up and bang on his chest, but you always knew in his eloquent voice that he had the great insight and great resolution to help this industry better itself. You always knew that John was going to have the best interest of this industry, regardless of what the challenge was. John was an advocate of the Canadian collision repair industry, and all of Canada should be extremely proud of the work that John has done over the years to better this industry. There was never a doubt of his motive, and it's the reason in his passing there wasn't a person around our SCRS table who didn't say, damn, we missed the opportunity to do this while he was still here. Without further ado, I'd like to bring forward fellow Canadian, Dale Finch, to receive the award, the Kina'ole Award, on behalf of John Norris and his family.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, sorry. Okay. John and I just start off, My name is Dale Finch. I'm the CEO of the Western Canada Automotive Business Association. And John and I worked together from basically 2005 up until his passing. I am honored to be here at the behest of John's family to accept this award. They were not able to attend. And you know, just be able to give some personal flavor what John stood for and what he did for this industry and for on both sides of the border. He was very involved with CIC and very involved with ICAR. John was always the consummate professional, and I think you captured it well. John was a humble guy, and really part of the community of all the automotive associations in Canada. John and I met, funnily enough, in a meeting room when I first became CEO. I left private industry, and we were at a meeting in Toronto at CCIF, which is the Canadian equivalent of CIC. And there was a discussion going on, and I leaned over to my executive assistant and I said, "Who is that guy? He makes a lot of sense." And she said, "That's John Norris. I knew you guys would like each other." And so then after the meeting, we introduced ourselves, and for a long time, we were friends, basically. We talked all the time. The thing about John was he was not only humble, but he had a kind of a dry sense of humor. John was British. He never actually got a Canadian passport, I don't think, but he immigrated to Canada in the late 60s with his father, who was a British Special Forces and did a lot of work in Canada for the Americans. And I guess they did some things up there sort of off board. John was fearless. John always worked for the purity of the association and the collision industry. He was, his association, the Hamilton Auto Repair Association in the Niagara region, was a delegated authority for the province of Ontario on many different projects. Those included shop inspections, checking for licensed technicians, spray booth emissions, all those types of things. And the province thought so highly of John, as they should, that they said, "Look, you know, we'll just work with you. You tell us what's right and what's wrong." And so he did a great job with them. John's real passion for the industry, though, was apprenticeship. John worked tirelessly with the colleges, with the trade schools, with industry, in order to bring new people into this trade. John also worked, John also was a humble guy. I wouldn't say too much, but there was definitely some times when he would have a full class, and then the college says, "Well, we don't have anybody to teach the class." He could get pretty frustrated, but it was normally on the phone to me, and he just picked up and carried on and went forward. And I hope the industry up there understands that that's what he did. John ran a ton of ICAR classes through the association. He was really an expert on the industry, and you know, he was a one-man show for the most part, except when his son would help him out from time to time. And you know, he really was dedicated to ICAR and working to further the industry. It was a year ago that John and I sat and had dinner here close by. There was just the two of us, and we were talking about basically a private insurance. In Canada, it's a little bit different. 3 of our provinces have government-run insurance, but the rest is private. And so Ontario and Alberta had a lot in common. And so we sat and were talking about how we could help each other and work together more in the coming years. And as usual, our talks started off as, well, we'll have dinner, and it turned into, I think, a 4-hour and couple of dessert deal. in closing, you know, John basically, we had an agreement, or we have an agreement in Canada called CIECA, which is a Canadian Automotive Service Information Standard. It's like NASTF. We got all of the car manufacturers to sign on to it in Canada, and then John ran the vehicle security professional portion for Canada. We have a little bit different laws up there when it comes to privacy, so he would basically run it and network with NASTF and say, okay, this person's good, and so he did that as well, so he was extremely involved in that part of it. One of the things that John and I were very concerned about, and was part of that discussion, was consolidation. And we're very concerned, and as he was, that consolidation was taking over. And in the end, everybody would be consolidated, so what's the advantage? It comes down to, though, what it is all about is bringing people into this industry, and so that we can keep the industry growing. Everybody talks about that, and so it's hard as a shop owner to be investing in people if you're having a hard time paying the bills. So that was always one of John's main things. In closing, John's final meeting was a Skills Canada meeting in Eastern Canada. He was flying home late one evening after the meeting, and he basically made it to the airplane and then passed. It's not exactly the way John would want it to be remembered, and he'd be, you know, he's a humble guy, and obviously be a little red-faced about it. That's the way he was. He always looked out for everybody else. On behalf of the family, I would just like to say, though, that, you know, this is a special recognition for a guy that really went all out. He lived it, he breathed it from the morning he woke up, and he worked. You know, lots of times I'd talk to him and it'd be like, John, it's midnight, and he'd still be working on some project. So, you know, I talked to Jeff, his son, quite a bit over the last few months, and amazingly enough, you know, we've asked for certain things to John. How did John do this or whatever? And his son says, I know, I worked for Dad. It's down his spot, and he'd go and get it. So, you know, it's people like this that do so much for the industry, and I'm extremely pleased that you guys have chosen to honor him. And I know his family didn't always understand everything he did, but they'll be very, very proud of him. And thank you very much.
Hey, thank you again for being here. I think this is such an important event because there's so many in our industry that do so much for so many and really for so little. The truth is they get a lot back because there is a reward for giving back. And so it's great. This is a great industry. This is an example of the caliber of people that we were able to recognize at this event. And so it is special to be here. We're going to make this really quick. But this is important for us. You know, today there's a lot of support for AMI. I have to acknowledge that FCA, Collision Certified Network, has helped us make this event, so we are appreciative of that. But there are literally hundreds of individuals across this town this week earning AMI credits, and that's pretty exciting. In fact, we're always really taken aback a little bit by how many there are each year here at SEMA and as well as Apex. So first of all, here's what we do. The Automotive Management Institute develops and maintains professional designations for both the collision repair and the mechanical service repair industry. We've been in a 4.5-year next generation project, and we typically have our graduations in the spring. Our larger graduations are in the spring. But we saw this event as an opportunity to expose you to AMI and what AMI does and to the graduates. So though this graduation is small in number, you'll see that the individuals are well known. They're still yet learning and earning AMI credits. They believe in learning and education, and they actually do more than just talk about it. They're still doing it themselves. And a lot of these individuals now are earning their master level AM designation. But these people are special, and we just proudly want to put them in front of you to remind you what we do and how important it is for us to recognize achievement. So today we have the Accredited Automotive Manager, the AAM, which is 120 credit hours to earn it, as well as we have those in the blue that is earning the Master, which is 180 credit hours, and then it requires ongoing training to maintain that active status. So I'm going to call Daryl Amberson, my boss and chairman of AMI, up here to assist, and we'll get this started.
Thank you, Jeff. Let's begin the graduation ceremony in recognition of these industry leaders. Our first graduate is Jack M. Chamaga, production manager for Fix Auto, located in Chicago, Illinois, earned his AAM in 2018 and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for his AM designation. Next is David A. Mello, owner of the Anderson Behail Body Shop located in Santa Clara, California, earned his AAM in 2004 and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for his AM designation. Barry Reddick, owner of Collision Pro located in Helena, Montana, earned his AAM in 2004 and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for his AM designation. Kathy Ann Mello, CEO of TGIF Body Shop located in Fremont, California, earned her AAM in 2004 and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for her AM designation. They're all special. This one is especially special to me, I know. Roy Schnepper, owner of Butler Collision, located in Roseville, Michigan, earned his AAM in 2008 and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for his AM designation, and a great leader within our industry. Another great leader, Jeannie C. Silver, co-owner of CarStar Medellin, located in Medellin, Illinois, is being recognized today as completing the requirements for her AAM designation. Congratulations. Jim Silverman, Director of National Accounts for Automotive Training Institute, located in Lithicum, Maryland, and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for his AM designation. Jim is also the Vice Chairman of the AMI Board of Trustees. Thank you. Jeremy Winters, Service Manager for Weber's Auto Center, located in Shawnee, Kansas, earned his AAM in 2016 and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for his AM designation. Deidre Ellen Wixon, Service Advisor for Griffin Muffler and Brake, located in Fort Madison, Iowa, earned her earlier this year at Vision and is being recognized today as completing the requirements for her AM designation. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, this exceptional group of passionate leaders and learners. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations, graduates. And this concludes the AMI graduation and recognition portion of the awards ceremony. So I'll turn the podium over to Jennifer for closing remarks. Thank you, Jeff.
Well, I think everybody's deserving of a standing O and another round of applause, please. Everybody stand. What a way to start the day, right? So I think it's time to get out there and enjoy the rest of the show, and let's celebrate the honorees and our own accomplishments today, okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day.